So the AirPods Max is now 3 years old. I had these since day one of December of 2020. And if Apple skips it again this year, it'll be officially 4 years since the release of the AirPods Max. Now, it wasn't until last year that you start seeing people in the streets with these. And I remember day one picking these up for $500 and some change. People was like, "Oh, who would spend $500 on headphones?" And people talked about the design, like, "Yo, these are fake AirPods. These are not real AirPods." Now in 2023, 2024, you see everybody with these at the airport, riding their bike with these on, and I can't blame them. These are really good headphones. I'm making this video to help you guys out. Should you buy the AirPods Max or should you just wait for the next generation? First things first, I want to talk about the design slash durability of the AirPods Max. The aluminum air cuffs gives it a more unique style. Although it can attract a lot of fingerprints, I would say once you wipe it off, it's gonna look good as new. The telescoping arms on each side still moves nice and smooth. It's not too loose. And even the top of the headband is holding up incredibly well. Although there's a slight little wear and tearness on there, because I tried to hook these up on my pegboard. That was a silly move on my side. But if you look on the side, you can see it looks good as new. No wear and tear whatsoever, unless you're just not hooking these up like this. If you hook it up like this on your wall, don't do it because it's gonna definitely pull. Is Oh, the sunset outside looks incredible. But the only thing that really showed the most wear and tear, and I noticed this the other day, the air cushions. Now Apple happily sell you the air cushions for $69. Nice. But I purposely did not want to replace it just to show you guys the wear and tear of it. And as you can see, it's a lot of like wear and tear, sweat throughout the years. Because you guys gotta understand, I travel with these. I even wore these to the gym a couple of times. These been to hell and back, literally. Been to Vegas, been to Jamaica, been to Canada, been everywhere. It always been a pleasant experience. It's definitely it's kind of disgusting even showing you guys, but I purposely did that on purpose so you guys can see the longevity of the air cushions. The AirPods Max has been a pleasant experience on the airplane. It was able to block out all the jet engines. You're not gonna hear anything. As soon as you turn on noise canceling, you're just gonna hear your heartbeat if you're not playing no music. And then once you start playing movies or listening to music, you're gonna just be totally immersed within your content. And you imagine you pair this up with the Apple Vision Pro, which you can wear, but it's not going to really be all that comfortable just due to the fact of the Apple Vision Pro with its speakers in the side, and it's just too much going on. If you guys are wondering, I still have my Apple Vision Pro, and I'm gonna be honest, this is starting to collect dust. But then you can put the AirPods Max, but it's gonna be like a gap on the side, so you're not gonna have the full transparent, that full noise canceling, unfortunately. Once you put on noise canceling, you're not gonna hear a peep, and it's actually pretty dangerous. Walk around the streets, noise canceling on. You want to be aware of your surroundings, and that's why you have transparency mode. This is one of the best transparency headphones that you can buy on the market. This is definitely one to one. It's crystal clear. Everything just sounds clear. It's no static. It's nothing like that. Now I did test out the XM5s, which I do have them over there in the background. Should I get them? I done an entire comparison comparing the AirPods Max versus the XM5s. I love the XM5s too. That's my preferred travel headphones. The noise canceling is just as good on the XM5s from Sony. It is in the God tier category of noise canceling. It's really that good. I'm not sure how Apple did it, but they nailed the transparency on the AirPods Max without a doubt. And I think this is a perfect segue to the controls. To activate transparency slash noise canceling, you press the side button. Very similar to an Apple Watch. You have a digital crown to control the volume, which is one of my favorite ways to control the volume. I just like how seamless and smooth it is. Within one swoop, it's just nice and easy to control the volume. You do have your lightning port on the bottom for charging, which is one of my main cons of the AirPods Max. I hate lightning. I'm so happy that Apple switched the port on the iPhone 15 Pro, which I do have it here, which is hard to believe that it's been, well, getting ready to be 6 months since the iPhone 15 Pro. If you guys want to see a review, make sure you guys subscribe with notifications on. But since the day that Apple switched the iPhone from Type-C, I want all my Apple products to have Type-C, and the AirPods Max is no exception. Even back when Apple released these, I was kind of bummed out with the Lightning. It was just why. It was just a moment of why. because it couldn't support lossless audio. Then you have to buy this dongle to get it, and I don't know why. And they could include that dongle in the box, but they didn't. It didn't come with no power brick in the box, which is common for headphones, but still, the dongle would have been nice, especially for that price point. Now, these are heavy. These are one of the more heavier headphones that I ever had. But once you try them on, you're gonna feel that the weight kind of just it cancels out because the headband is one of a kind. It kind of released the pressure on the headband, and then not only that, the cushions of the air. This is one of those headphones where you don't feel the weight while you have it on your head, but when you got to carry it around, put it in your backpack, then you start to obviously feel the weight. And that's why I prefer the XM5s when it comes down to traveling, because those are super light. And I'm just only playing fair. I love the AirPods Max and all with its adaptive EQ, the computational audio. It's a lot of tech. Spatial audio is I think I said spatial audio already. But the sound quality on the AirPods Max is pretty good. It is pretty good. Now, comparing them to the XM5s, they do have the Sony app where you can adjust the EQs. Unfortunately, you cannot adjust the EQs on the AirPods Max itself. Now, yes, Apple has an Apple Music preset EQ, but no EQ sliders, which hopefully on iOS 18, which is supposed to bring a redesign to iOS, we'll see some sort of EQ sliders within the settings app. But in terms of the AirPods Max having an EQ slider, you don't have it here. But the sound quality is excellent. But it would be nice to add more bass or add less bass depending on your type of music that you like to listen to. Like, it's not going to give you that much distortion, but it's going to give you that clean bass, which I appreciate. And when it comes down to the microphone quality, I have no problem talking to anybody on the phone. These are fantastic headphones. Here's why I say do not buy the AirPods Max. The second generation is creeping up, but according to the leaks and rumors, we only going to see brand new colors and only Type-C. No new chipset, not the H2 chips, increased sound quality or better noise canceling or transparency, even though everything is pretty good on the AirPods Max. Unfortunately, we're not going to get any new features, but I would still recommend waiting because Apple might have something up their sleeves. You know, when Apple first introduced the iPhone 14 Pro, we saw the dynamic island. That caught us off guard. And even the Apple Vision Pro, according to leaks and rumors, it just looked like it was just a regular VR, but something that you could control with your eyes and control with your fingers wirelessly, no controllers, is something that's so cool. And I think maybe with the AirPods Max 2, we could see something new, potentially. It's something that's weird, but if you could wait out as long as you can, I would recommend waiting for the AirPods Max. But if you want it, if you're watching this video and you've been itching to buy the AirPods Max now, I think you're gonna absolutely love the AirPods Max. When you see somebody with AirPods Max on, you know they just spent $500 on headphones. They hip. And I hate using that word and I hate being like that. And I know a lot of people get triggered, but it's true. People buy things for the status symbol. Yes, the Sony XM5s might be better for some in terms of weight, in terms of maybe potentially the sound quality thanks to his EQ sliders, but that's not this. You know, people want to buy this because the way they look, it's the status symbol. And that's what it is. They have an iPhone already. That's just what it is. I'm having some real problems with my AirPods Max right now. Currently, out of nowhere, I just lost Bluetooth connection and I cannot connect it to my phone anymore. I try removing this. I try disconnecting this, forget it on my Apple ID, try reconnecting it. I press and hold the digital crown and the side button until the white light indicator comes up, but nothing. I don't even get the pop up on my iPhone. I tried out a different device. It just doesn't work. I tried everything. You guys are going to leave me in the comments. You guys are going to say this in the comments. Oh, try discharging it and then try charging it up again. I tried everything and I just cannot get these to work anymore. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe because the battery potentially could be too weak to control it. I'm not sure. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this into Apple and see what's going on. But nothing. Look, this white light is coming up now and it just doesn't come up. It's nothing. It's like it doesn't even see it. So I don't know what went wrong, just out of nowhere. I'm listening to music and it just disconnect out of nowhere. And the AirPods Max is known for having connection issues. Max Reinback sent out a tweet saying they keep on losing connection. It's a common thing. My friend who has an AirPods Max only for a year, it just stopped working. So the AirPods Max, even though it is the coolest AirPods, it has its problems. It has its connection issues. It's nowhere near as reliable as the Pros. I absolutely love the AirPods Pros. You can put them in your ears, they connect, they just work, they sound incredible, the microphone is good. But these, for some reason, throughout time and throughout wear and tear, it just for some reason just gonna give up. It's just not gonna connect to your phone no more. And I think that's regular things for AirPods because back with the original AirPods that came out in 2016, oh, there goes my package. That came out in 2016, and out of nowhere, I just couldn't even get no connection out of it. And that's when I went out and bought the new AirPods with wireless charging, and then the AirPods Pro came out. Oh, I say all that to say AirPods typically don't really last that long, maybe a good 3 years until you have to replace the battery. And I think that's what I'm going through with the AirPods Max now. It got to be a battery thing, most likely. So to get the full audio experience, I recommend Apple Music. It goes without saying you are going to get the best quality if you listen to your music through Apple Music. But I flip flop between YouTube Music too as well because of the songs that you're not going to find on Apple Music. I am going to do a video on that actually. If you guys want to see that, let me know where I compare Apple Music versus YouTube Music. Well, we could see AirPods Max 2 as soon as next month, potentially, but don't quote me on that. Or it could even be another site refresh where Apple just refreshed the website. Here's AirPods Max 2 with new colors and Type C, just like a boring typical upgrade. I hope Apple doesn't do that. I hope they do something so much more with the AirPods Max, considering how expensive these are. This is worth a buy if you just have money thrown around or if you really need headphones, premium headphones at that. This is worth a buy. But if you're on a tight budget or you have AirPods Pro already and you're just looking for an alternative headphones, I would highly recommend you wait until the AirPods Max 2 release.